everyone, welcome back with the another video. So in today's video we going to learn about React navigation, like how we can perform navigation in React Native. So in our previous video we learned how we can install all the how we can do the environmental setup of React Native, and how we can create a project and how we can run a project. So if you are new to this video, so please go to the previous video first, then join me in this one. Okay guys, so let's head over to our folder where we create our project. So it's inside YouTube and React Native series, and this is our application folder. Okay, so new terminal add folder. So if you have VS Code and you want to open your project in VS Code, you just need to type code dot and your project will be open inside your VS Code. Cool. So now what we will do, we will head over to the React navigation library. React navigation. Okay, and in the first link we will go to the first link, and we will read docs and getting started. Okay guys, so after that what we will do, we have to install some packages. So we will click on this. We first of all we will add this React navigation native, and if you come to the installation, you can also, if you are using Expo, then you have to run this command, but we are not using Expo over here. We are using React Native CLI. So first we will run this command inside our VS Code. So if you want to open terminal inside your VS Code, you just have to go terminal, new terminal, and then the new terminal will open over here. So I'm using Yarn, and you can also use npm, okay, to install this package, and we will press enter. And if you don't have Yarn, then you can simply go to install Yarn. Okay, now you can go to this link and you can just simply run this command, and Yarn will be installed globally in your npm node.js. Okay, so then you can use this command yarn add and this. Okay guys, so this is completed. Our first dependency is installed. Let's move to the second one. So we are using bare React Native project, so we need to copy this and install these also. Okay, now after that what we need to do is to, like, you can see that we have to pod install. So whenever you install any library, you need to go inside your iOS folder and do the pod install stuff. So what we will do, go to cd iOS and do pod install. Okay, so this action is required when you install any library. Okay guys, so after that we have to, inside Android, we have to copy paste this code. So let me show you where you have to copy this. You have to go inside your Android app, source, main, and Java. Inside this you have main activity, and this is actually a Kotlin file, and you have to copy this stuff and paste it inside your this React activity. Okay, so I'll be pasting it over here. Let's just save it. Okay, and also import this bundle on the top. So here we will import this bundle over here. So these are the two steps that are needed to do in Android. Okay, now okay, so now our pods are also installed. Let's cd back. Let's install couple of more libraries that are needed to for the navigation. So we will go to hello React navigation, and in this we need to install this library also. So let's do all the installation first, then we will run our application. Okay guys, so this is also installed in, and let's go to cd iOS one more time, do the pod install. Okay guys, so the pods are installed, so let's run our application. So first we will run it inside our Android, and then we will run it uh, in our iOS. But before that, let's head over to the app.txx file, and in this file, so this is a boilerplate code which comes with the, whenever you create a new project, this code will come. So we have to get rid of this first of all. This return after empty fragment, and back over this. We don't need this also, we don't need this thing also, and we don't need this and this. Just okay guys, so our code is clean now. Now we can implement the React navigation code over here. So we will come back over here, and as you can see, this code is already written. So we just copy this and we just paste it over here like this, and we will import some packages. Okay, let's just import the packages. Okay, and we need a stack over here. So this is our stack, and let's okay, so here we need a screen. So in this, like whenever application will be open, what will be the first screen which will open? So I will create a folder over here which says source. So in this source folder I will keep all my JavaScript file. Okay, so it's a good way to do the project management, the folder management stuff. So in this I will create a folder of screen, and inside this I will create a folder of let's say so this is so let's create a folder with the name of home screen. Okay, so home, and let's create a file inside a home which is index.js. Okay, make sure it's inside this, reveal, yep, it's inside this. So there is a shortcut or to create the this boilerplate code. Okay, so R and F is the shortcut, so I will name this home screen. Okay, just save it and say home screen. Okay, so whenever our application open, this home screen will come. Okay, it will open. So let's run this inside the Android, and okay guys, so let's wait for the this build to complete. Okay guys, so as you can see over here that our build is successfully run, and you can see our React navigation is working very fine, and also our index screen is on the home screen is on the front. Oh, we just have to rename it with index. Okay, yes, let's save it over here. Okay, now I will say it home screen. Okay, so there are some properties of this navigation container. First of all, if you don't want this toolbar, okay, so you can remove it from stack.navigator. So there's a property called screen options, and inside this screen options you can say that header shown false. So in this case you won't see that toolbar. Okay, and there is a one more very important property which is called initial route name. For example, right now we only have a one screen, but if we have multiple screens, so what will be the first screen which will open? Basically by default it will be the top one, but if you want to customize it, you can customize it. You will say home, and then okay. So for a better demonstration, I will create another screen. I will call it sign in. Okay, and index.js react native function. Okay, and I will call it sign in screen. Okay, now let's just save it, and let's copy this thing and paste it over here. So sign in the screen, and you have to name it. So basically I give the name same as my screen component name. So let's suppose if I want this screen on the which will open by default na. So I just name it like this, and I will have to reload my application. So to reload application, you have to like click on this console and press R button to reload. So now you can see the sign in screen is on the top. Okay, okay guys, so I think this is it for the today's video. I hope you learned something from this video, and in the next video I will teach you like how you can navigate from one screen to another, how you can come back uh, to the previous screen, how you can pass some parameters from one screen to another screen, stuff like that. So I'll be covering that topics in my next video. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care and have a nice day.